Hi guys, it's me and I'm back again with another video. Thinking I keep on, every time I want to upload, I don't know what I want to talk about. I've gone through a lot of crazy shit. Like, I'm kind of a bit of a crazy bitch. Sometimes
a crazy responsible bitch.
Right, because I'm a mum. It's like, yeah, I've gone through some crazy shit. I've met some crazy people. Some people have done me in. Years have passed, I'm a big girl now, so it is what it is. You know what, if these people didn't want to be spoken about, they wouldn't have done the crazy shit that they did. Like, you know what, the thing is, I give people several chances. I'm a very honest person, you know. I'll be very honest. No matter what I want to do, no matter how crazy it is, I'll be blunt and tell you, because I really don't like the paranoia and the anxiety of the feeling of someone lying to me. But for some reason, I just attract a lot of fake bitches. And sometimes I attract people who are not fake or bad, they're just rude. Today I'm going to talk about my friend who left me in the middle of Shoreditch at like 4 AM because she wanted to have an orgy in the next man's car. Okay? So, we're going to call this friend... Anyways, let's just call her Congo. So, back in the day, let's say year 11, I was kind of going out with this guy. Let's call this guy... He had a very unusual name, yeah? His name was like... It sounded like a place. So let's call him Brentwood, yeah? Me and Brentwood used to be like childhood friends. He's a bit older than me. Him and his brothers and his family, our families used to be friends. And then we reconnected over Facebook because he was kind of like popular on Facebook. Like he was on the Hot Spice pages and stuff. God! Wow! He was like, you're paying. I was like, so are you. And we started talking and he was like, you're going to be my girl, because he was like, I don't want you to be with anyone else. And I was like, of course, baby. Like, anyway, we started talking, but obviously because I was locked up at home by my mum, as I've said before, when I was in secondary school, I was locked up, so I never got to see him. It was never really like a boyfriend. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, if you was to ask me like who my exes were, who I'm going out with, I would never include his name. We never kissed, nothing happened, but we were together for a long time. We did keep it up, and I don't blame him because like he saw the potential, so obviously that's why. I don't blame him. We were together for like 6 months, and you know, we hardly got to see each other. We try and like when I'd be at like an after party or something, or just like a glimpse, we try and like have a little moment, but it just never happened. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of didn't want it to happen because I got shook, because he was a bit older than me. Like he was in uni. Like, yes, like everyone did it back then, but I think he just started uni. I didn't care about that relationship. He was sexy. He was sexy, but I didn't care about the relationship because nothing happened. And he was a bit of a dickhead. I thought he cheated on me. There was one time, you know, I'm a detective. I'm a Pisces. If I have psychic abilities, it's just natural. So I just knew, even though I don't know this nigga like that, like, I'm not gonna lie, this is when I was at home. I was a small girl, so how am I supposed to know what this guy's doing? He's a big boy at uni, got lectures. I don't know what he's up to. I just knew he was up to, knew he was with the shits, and I wasn't with the shits. So I had to investigate that ass. And I went on his Facebook and I used to just, you know, refresh it, like, you know, every now and again. Yes, I'm crazy.
Yes, I'm crazy.
I used to refresh it every now and again. One night I knew that he was going to go to a party or something because he used to host, or I don't know, he used to do something. I don't really understand all this ratchet stuff like you lot used to do back in the day. My mum used to make me stay in the house. I thought, let me refresh, because it wasn't Snapchat, you know, back then, where you would have them updates, like people are just, you know, updating you. So I just thought, let me be refreshing the page so that, you know, I can be updated if I need to be, and this nigga is acting up, because I wanted a reason to break up with him anyways. So I was refreshing it, and then I happened to see a picture that he got tagged in. Quick, he untagged himself all, but I happened to catch him first. and it was of him and this girl in a bed, like him on top of a girl in a bed. Obviously it was quite a sloppy picture, like it wasn't like he took it himself, someone took it of him, but nevertheless he was in bed with another girl and I was gonna get that ass. So we broke up. Anyways, I'm on Facebook just moping, thinking about some boy, as I do, because I'm a Pisces and I'm always in love. I just love love, like it's just so cute, you know. It's just like when you're going through life, yeah, and you're just going adulting, it's just nice when you just have bae there, she'll be like, go bae, so cute, like I just love it. I just love poetry, like. Anyway, I was moping about some boy, and this was some time after I broke up with this stupid Brentwood guy. So my friend had put a status up about her missing an ex or something, like I don't know, stalking an ex and missing an ex. And then I commented in it like, yeah girl, like I feel the same way, whatever. And then this other girl, this is gonna be Congo, commented as well. Like she commented under my comment. So we were just like going back and forth, like just having a kiki about missing our exes. And then she went into my inbox to start inboxing me because obviously this girl was getting annoyed about both of us like going back and forth in our comments. Like we were having a good old gist, like good old Judy. The way she was like, we were just talking about the guys that we were talking about, you know, because obviously we're thinking we don't know each other. You know, when you don't know someone, yeah, it's easy to confide in them and tell them details because you just feel like, well, you're not going to ever know about it. But it's not like you're going to go and tell anyone because you don't know anyone I know. Like, who the hell are you? So obviously I'm going to tell you the little juicy details that I can't tell anyone else because I don't want anyone else to know. So she's telling me like describing this guy, and just the way she's describing him, like I'm just like, this one, it just sounds like she's saying he's tall. My bae was tall. She's saying he's dark. My bae was dark. She's saying her bae does parties. My bae did parties. Like, so I was just like, this isn't making sense to me. Like, I was just like, you know, my Pisces psychic abilities. My Pisces psychic abilities was like, his name wouldn't happen to be Brentwood, would it? And then she was like, oh my god, yes it is. And I was like, oh really? When was you with him? And she was like, you know what, like we got together on Valentine's Day, but we'd been dating before that. And I was like, oh, that's funny, because I was with him on Valentine's Day. And she was like, what? And I was like, you know what, sis, don't even front. I knew this nigga was cheating. Look at you, look at you, I caught you. I was happy, you know, when I catch niggas cheating and things like that, yeah. I'm happy because I'm just like, some girls, they spend the rest of their lives not knowing. This information didn't need to fall into my lap. This information didn't need to fall into my lap. But God knows that I am his child. So he said, you know what, Janelle, I will show you the light. I will expose him to you. Like, she had already broken up with anyway, she wasn't with him. Nevertheless, she was really hurt because that was who she was missing. I wasn't. We ended up being really good Judies. At first we didn't meet up for a while because again, at first we didn't meet up for a while. I wasn't allowed out, but as I started to get more mature and like I went to college, uni, we did start to go out more. Again, this girl was very close to me. Like, I considered her one of my top 5 friends because again, because she was never really in my immediate group. We never went to school together, we never went to college together or anything like that. She doesn't really know any of my friends, so our friendship, our lives were completely separate. So it was kind of easy to like tell her about my life and her tell me about her life, and you know, get some like unbiased advice, because it's not like she's there to know the people who are around me. So she's really listening to me. Do you know, like she was really like important to me. And I'm the type of person that if you're loyal to me, I will back you to the end. Like, even if you do things that are wrong, like we all make mistakes. Again, as I said, I'm a crazy bitch. Like, so sometimes I do things that I'm not thinking that I can be impulsive, but I have good intentions. So I hate when people don't listen to me when I'm trying to say, look, I'm not trying to do anything to you. Stop trying to fight me. I just have good intentions. So I try to treat people that way. And this girl, you know, she was a bit on the wild side. She did tell me she would do stuff like with other guys a lot, but again, I don't care. Like, that's not my business. Like, it's got nothing to do with me. As long as you're not getting me in any mix up, I don't care. Mind you, this was back in the day. Like, I'm 25, so, and this was when I was like 18. She was doing like, you know, like all the on-call stuff before all the girls were doing it of today. Like, you know, going to Pier 1 and getting, you know, uncles to get her stuff, paying for her tattoo and stuff like that, and clothes and stuff. And I never really thought anything of it, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. One day she told me that she was gonna meet up with one of her exes that she'd been with before. I don't remember what exactly happened in their relationship. I don't know what she used to tell me he was short, so let's call him Shorty. And she said he would take us out for a meal. Obviously, they'd not been on good terms. And she said she didn't want to go out with him unless she was with her friend. So she said that we could go, like, she would take me. So I was like, okay, good girl, I want the free meal, so I will go. You know, like, I'm not going to turn down a free meal. I'm the type of girl, I'll tell my boyfriend, listen, why would I even be on the phone to my boyfriend? Because at the time I was with my son's dad. And I told him that we were going to go, and he was completely fine with it. Again, this wasn't the time where, like, it was kind of like a thing for, like, do you know what I mean? So I just was like, really, like, a free meal, like, I'm gonna go. And mind you, we kind of go out on nights before, get drunk together, and we just always have a good time. When I arrived and we got to her door, the guy pulled up, and when he pulled up, there was someone else in the car. And obviously I didn't have enough time to react. He just looked like universal credit. He looked like universal credit. Not that there's anything wrong with universal credit, he just shouldn't look like universal credit.
He looked like universal credit and cigarette butts.
That's what he looked like. Like, I feel like if I had to describe him, that's what he looked like. Like, he definitely has multiple baby mums.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Anyways, so let's call this boy Dan, because that's just the first name that came to my head. We get in the car and I get in the back with Congo, because I'm just like, bitch, why did you do this to me? You know I've got a man and I don't want to get in mixed up. These guys look like fucking grown-ass men, by the way. And it's late as well, it's like fucking 10, 11. And things are closing because they were taking long. I'm just like, bitch, why the fuck did you get me into this shit? Like, how the hell did you get me into this? Like, did you set me up? But I didn't think she set me up. You know, guys do this, especially where he heard she was going to bring a friend. I thought maybe he just decided to bring his friend. So, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm going to back my girl. She wants to get a meal and, like, you know, reconnect with her ex. I'm going to do wing girl for her. I'll just sit there on my phone and just be very, like, to myself and reserved. And this night will go quickly. Like, it's already late. Before you know it, we'll be home. Would have been fed, got drunk, just with my friend, take a couple snaps and go home. What is the harm in that, right? We'll get in the car now. So yeah, I said I'm in the back with my friend Congo, and Dan and Shorty are in the front. Dan is in the driver's seat and Shorty is in the passenger seat. No, Shorty's like,
Hey, Congo, tell your friend to come sit at the front and I'll go sit in the back so that me and you could chat.
I hate niggas. I was just, you know when you're in girlfriend mode and you're just like, this is too ratchet, like, I'm just so in love, like, I just need to text my boyfriend what's going on and just report all of this. I'm gonna be a good friend and I'm gonna stay here, but my eyes are glued to my phone, like, I'm really not interested. So I got in the front and I'm texting them, like, and I'm like, are there going to be any restaurants open? Do you know what restaurant we're going to go to? Because, you know, I'm trying to be like, you know, sharp, like, sharp, do your thing, like, to show that, listen, it's not me that's interested here. Not someone that's looking like cigarette butts and universal credit. We're driving. I don't know what them two are doing in the back. They're talking. We're looking for a restaurant. I think we go to somewhere in central London. We're just circling around, looking. They stop at an off licence and ask us what drinks we like. At that time, I really didn't drink, so I was just like, anything, like anything. And I think she said that we should get Hennessy. They ended up getting Jack Daniels, and they got in the car. When he gets in the car with the drink, he all of a sudden, it's like,
You know what? It's getting late. Don't you think that we should just, you know, go back to mine, just get more drinks, watch a movie, you know, just do a little drink up at mine.
I'm like, no, you thought, listen, I will take the bus home. I've got Oyster card. You know them times, my sister had free Oyster card and me and my sister are twins. So I was very willing and ready to go home at midnight and tap my Oyster card from wherever we are, you know. there's night buses, and I will get home JJ my own. She was kind of like, you know when you can tell your friend kind of makes it look like I would do it if my friend wasn't here, but my friend's being high maintenance and my friend's being difficult. So she was like, I don't know, do you know, what do you think? And I'm like, what do you think? You didn't tell me that we were going to the house. You told me that we were going to a restaurant. So what's going on? Because I'm not gonna lie, like, even if it was like guys that were around our age group, then maybe I'd feel a bit comfortable, like, let me back my girl, I will just sit. Do you know what I mean? Like, or if it was, but the way these guys were moving, like, it was giving me very, like, you know, like, something isn't correct up there, like, and they just didn't look like the people that I wanna be around. They ended up finding like one stupid pub like this that does cold chips that they put in the fucking oven, yeah. And we ended up having like a couple drinks, and I was just really spending that time when we were in there to gist with my friend. I kind of was like the third wheel, and then her friend was like the fourth wheel because he wasn't with me because I wasn't talking to him. So she was kind of doing her thing with him, kind of flirting, kind of not flirting, because I kind of didn't know what was going on. Again, I didn't really know whether she liked him or not. I didn't know whether we were there for them to reconnect or she was there just to finesse some drinks. I was 18 and I just wanted to go out with my friend. As you can see, I wasn't used to going out a lot, so yeah. We got, after we finished the drinks and the place was closing up, we got back in the car. And I don't know if they said they wanted to smoke or drink. I don't know what they were chilling for. But all I know is, as I said, we weren't going back to the house. I don't know if I was waiting for them to take us back home. Because I'm not going to lie. You know when you're saying, like, you're willing and ready to go home if you have to. But you don't want to have to because it's cold. So you're like, I'll go home, you know. No, I will go home, you know. You're thinking, are you really going to let me go out in this cold just because I don't want to go to your house? One of them said that they wanted to wee and they stopped by a park, and then one of them had a wee. It was Shorty. Shorty got out of the car and he did the wee in the park. Then when he did the wee and he had finished, he started to play music on his Android phone and dance in the middle of the street. And Congo really enjoyed this. So Congo got out and danced with him. And so did Dan. So they were all dancing, having fun.
Everybody, 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 come on, everybody. Everybody have to party.
Congo decides she wants to have a wee herself and starts weeing in the bush too, like a drunk bastard. We'd all been drinking, like we were all intoxicated. Like, don't get me wrong, we were all drinking. But I don't think it was that deep. Like, I wasn't off my head like that to be twerking on people in the middle of the street after they've had a fucking piss and then pissing in a fucking bush. Mind you, the bush wasn't that hidden and there was a school opposite it, so anyways, I'm just looking like Bitter Betty, like Moody Margaret, because I'm texting my boyfriend on the phone like,
this fucking bitch did not. She told me that it was one guy, babe. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what the fuck this bitch is playing. Like, I'm trying to get home right now. I'm telling this bitch, no, I'm gonna get the Uber now. I'm telling this bitch, like, it wasn't even a proper meal. Like, what a waste. I was expecting Chinese or something, like, something sweet. Like, I'm just having a cold, looking cute for no reason.
Dan was kind of angry with me. I don't know why. I guess because everyone was dancing and I wasn't joining in. And he went off on me a bit. And we went back and forth. He was like, why are you acting like that? Who do you think you're brand new? Because da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Get the fuck out of my car. And I was like, cool, I'll keep it. Listen, I've been wanting to go home. And I'm thinking, this is the green light anyways. I'm happy that he's even getting angry. So my friend, who's supposed to be a good friend of mine for many years now, I told you I met her in year 11. If I'm telling you I'm willing to pay for an Uber, girl, like, let's keep it stepping. But for some reason, she didn't want to go. She's begging him. He eventually apologizes to me. I'm just like, okay, 10 more minutes. I'm already ordering the Uber. It's already getting late. So whether you apologize or not, I'm going home. In the car now, they're playing music again, drinking, whatever, them two, and they're all, you know, and again, I'm being the outcast. And I just hear or see, sorry, through the mirror that Shorty has undressed Congo and taken her boob out of her top. Yeah, taking her boob out of her top. And I'm like,
really, nigga?
What is going on? And then
Dan is like, yeah, that's my nigga, that's my nigga, yeah.
Congo,
Man wanna see my bum bum, man wanna see my nipples.
Congo, what are you doing?
Man wanna see my bum bum, man wanna see my nipples.
And then she's like,
oh, Janelle, don't worry about it. Like, have you never been with a girl before? Like, I don't know why. When I have Jack Daniels, it just makes me so horny.
and I'm just like, in front of me, sis?
I'm gonna show you my genitalia. I'm gonna show you my geni. I'm gonna show you my.
In front of me, sis? Where they do that at? Dan now reaches his hand back to the back seat and starts fondling her other breast. Congo starts putting her hand down at Dan's crotch.
And it's like, Janelle, join in. Lick my nipple.
And they're like,
Yeah, Janelle. Lick her nipple.
because I don't want to leave you in the car alone with two guys. That's why I haven't left, because I don't want to leave you with two older guys. From the minute we've got in the car, I have let you know that I am uncomfortable, and you have chose to ignore that, and you are supposed to be one of my ride or dies. Because of man. And if it was because of serious candidates, I would have actually been like, okay, maybe I understand where you're coming from. Maybe I'm being a bit selfish because I'm all loved up, you know? But this guy has been cussed me out. These guys have been trying to take us to their house and I didn't want to go. And now you're doing porn star in the back seat. Out in the open. He took you to a pub. Have you never had wine before? Wow. Have you never had Jack Daniels before? It's like, You know what? Now that I think about it, maybe they drugged her. Maybe I am in the wrong. Maybe I am in the wrong, because that's the only thing that would make sense to me for her to be acting that mad. Dan's getting a bit jealous because Shorty's getting some action now, because Congo's whipped his ting out and she starts, yeah, exactly that. What you're thinking that Congo did in the back seat while I was in the car, that is exactly what she did. Now, some of you might say, Janelle, why was you still sitting there? But honestly, I'm not being funny. It's not affecting me what she's doing. It's actually astonishing. I don't know. I didn't know whether to tell her to stop. I didn't know whether to grab her. I didn't know whether to leave. She started, I started to scream because I was like, this is getting too much. I called my nigga. I was like, listen, this is getting mad. Ordering the Uber, let's go. I think you're too drunk. I'm ordering the Uber, let's go. And then all of a sudden, Dan starts going fucking crazy. He's like,
You know what, bitch? Kick rocks.
He's like, fucking bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? You think because you're this and you're that and you're da-da-da-da-da. He started cussing me the fuck out, reading my whole life. That was literally my reaction. I didn't know what to say. I was speechless. Because I don't want to suck your penis. Is that the problem? I was just like, babe, you know what? I'm leaving. Da-da-da-da. She did this. And my
Babe's like, what? What did this bitch do? I told you not to be chilling with these your hoe friends and da 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 da.
And I'm just like, no, babe, I know I don't believe she's doing this.
As I'm walking away, I'm trying to get a bus because for some reason my Uber's not connecting. Because I don't even know where I am at this point. It's morning, like it's literally like the sun's out. I don't know where I am, in the middle of London. I'm trying to get all the way back to bloody Romford. I don't know what I'm doing. And Dan is driving like alongside me and like shouting things while I'm on the phone to my boyfriend trying to find where to go. I'm like, Congo, if you want to come with me, come. Out of the car and I wasn't doing stuff. I asked the guy to kindly drop me to the station because I didn't know where I was. And this guy started driving recklessly around a roundabout as if he wanted to crash just because of Pum Pum. Just because he has no sauce. Just because he looks like Universal Credit and cigarette butts. Congo steps out the car now and she's like,
Janelle! Why did you just fucking get in your fucking car? Why did you have to be so fucking difficult?
I don't care how much alcohol you fucking drink. It's not gonna numb the kind of slap that I'm about to give you if you don't get the fuck out of my face, you stupid whore. And she went back in the car. So I tapped my sister's Oyster card and I think I ended up being in Shoreditch. Then I ended up getting to Hackney. And and my phone had died. So I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do, where I can charge my phone. I couldn't find a McDonald's or anything like that. There was this African man waiting outside the station, and he was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, my phone's just dead. And he's like, oh, I live over there. You can come in my house if you want to charge your phone. And I'm like, being the crazy Pisces that I am, you know, just trusting everyone, talking to strangers. I'm like, okay. And I'm desperate to use your charger, but at the same time, I don't want to die. I've already been in one stupidly dangerous situation. I don't want to be in another. Going to the African guy's house, and he's like, oh, by the way, I've got a wife and kids. She's probably going to be really pissed off when she sees you. She was. I ended up charging my phone. I ended up getting home. My boyfriend was very angry. And when I got home, I was blocked off of every single thing from Congo. I thought when I got home, you know what, I was going to give her a really good piece of my mind and really tell her off and read her whole entire life. Because you don't do that, girls. When you go out, yeah, if you're going somewhere together, you must go home together. You could get raped. Anything could happen. Like, you could get killed. Like, anything can happen.
Nah, you don't do them things, you know what I mean?
If you go somewhere together, if it was agreed that you were going home, you have to stick to the plan. That's girl code. You can't be that thirsty for some willy. You just can't. You just can't, especially to start doing it in front of your friend. Where is the home training? Regardless of the hot girl that we're all doing, we all want to settle down one day. I'm just saying. I got home. My boyfriend was angry. She blocked me off of everything. I didn't get to say anything to her. Till this day, we haven't spoken. I don't know what kind of aura I give to people that they feel like they can just live their wildest dreams out in front of my eyes to see. Like, do that behind closed doors. Could she not wait to have dropped me home and then sucked both of their dicks if she wanted? And why do I meet stupid people like this? I don't get it. Anyways, guys, that's it today from me. I've got so many more story times to talk about. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what you see and if you want more. Any suggestions for any videos you want to see from me, if this isn't the kind of content that you want from me, then tell me. If there's something and you know me and there's something I've been through and I've told you about and you want me to talk about it, tell me, because I don't know what to do. So tell me. I'm on it for black hole. Let's go. Black hole.
White hole, let's go.